Josh, talk us through the game today. A couple turnovers, but 3 touchdowns on on 3 of the last 4 drives there in the fourth quarter. Just talk about the offense today and resiliency you showed.
Yeah, I think we showed a lot of toughness. Just overcoming some things that happened. Had the strip sack. Just unfortunate deal, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, happens sometimes. You have to overcome it, and then I think the next one was safety just jumped up and made a good play. Sometimes you just gotta tip your hat to him, and that was one where I said, good play, man. It is what it is, and you gotta move on and overcome it. And then the next one, I thought it wasn't my best throw. I thought if I made a better throw, Jeremy would catch it going down the sideline. I just kind of left it short and got tipped up in the air, and bad deal. So I think just overcoming those, and once stuff like that happens, you just got to move on, and I'll worry about it later. And I think we did a great job moving on, being resilient, continue to fight, continue to run our offense, and not panic. And defense did some great things in the second half, getting us stops to where we can even have a chance to come back. So I'm so proud of our whole team, the way we fought, the way we were resilient, and obviously there's always things you can learn from and move on and get better at. That's football. This isn't you're never going to play perfect, and you have to look at what you did wrong and evaluate that, and then go in the next week trying to fix it. So I'm just proud of our guys.
Coach Dox talks about big plays going to Eric McAlister. He made another big one tonight. Did you kind of see that with single coverage right before the play?
Yeah, they had been trying to kind of bait me into throwing something over the middle, their field safety, and he was kind of eyeing number 3, and that was we had 4 birds called, and I knew the safety couldn't get over the top, and I felt the back shoulder was pretty open for Eric, and I was about to get hit. Jeremy Payne actually made the play of the game and stepped up and picked up the linebacker and gave me a split second more to throw it, and so felt the back shoulder to Eric, and he's just really good at tracking the ball, had a lot of trust in him, so I just put it back shoulder, and he made the play of Justin, and then the rest of that's all Eric. he's unbelievable after the catch, and so just running away and making a play like that, huge momentum swing for us, and then getting a stop on defense after that. So yeah, Eric's a stud, and I feel like I have a lot of trust in him. I think that's going to continue to grow as we keep playing together.
How much do you think this team has grown in terms of handling adversity since y'all went to the bye?
Yeah, I think it's not shaking us. We're able to overcome it, and I think we know that we're a good football team, and we have to continue to try and be that and play better. We know we can all play better, and that's the goal every week. Every week you play, you're like, I can play a little bit better. That's part of our mentality and who we are. But I think just overcoming adversity just shows the character of our guys and the guys we recruit, the guys we have here, and our leadership here. What we're all about. I hope I can be a guy that guys look to and say, he's no matter what happens, he doesn't look like he's shaken up, and he's continuing to fight. So that's who I am, and I'm just proud of our team and the places and the jumps that we've made since that bye week, and hopefully that continues, and that's our goal, is to continue what's going on and keep this thing rolling.
Josh, you kind of showed that today after a couple early turnovers to come back and make what I believe is your first game-winning drive in that fourth quarter. What is that mental reps that you go through? What are you doing on the sideline to keep yourself locked in so when that moment comes, you can capitalize? Yeah,
I think we all knew we were going to have to go score again. We were banking on the defense getting another stop, and they did, and we knew our assignment. We knew we had to go do, and that was what we're focused on. It's what we do every single day in practice is we practice situations, and it's really just running the offense. So in that situation, you're not trying to do anything too special. You got plenty of time, just run the offense. And when you run the offense and you execute, good things happen, and that's what happened. So proud of our guys, like I said, for responding to that situation and just being resilient.
What was your emotion like when the defense got the big turnover late in the game?
I hit my max vertical on the sideline. I think I might have I jumped like 4 or 5 times because I didn't think everybody saw it at first. I don't think everyone realized it was a fumble, and I saw it get popped out because I was sitting further back, and I'm jumping and pointing the other way, and they originally said, he's down. There's no way, So I knew it was going to be overturned if they had any sense in them, and thank God they did, and it went our way. So I'm proud of our guys for forcing that fumble and just a huge play for us at the end.
You mentioned pride in the defense the last couple of weeks for their toughness. What have you seen from them in the middle of the week these last couple of weeks that has maybe helped them improve on Saturday?
Leadership. I think Johnny Hodges has made a huge step, and I think he's showed up as a leader for us better than I've ever seen, from him on defense. And just his character, the way he's preparing, the way he's practicing, the way he's showing up to play, the energy he's playing with, it's contagious. And I think we've got a bunch of guys on defense like that. Nana, he's doing some really good things before the games to get everybody prepared and during the week. And Bud Clark and Abe, and I could go on and on about these guys that we have, Devin Deal and Namdi. All these guys are making impacts, and I think they're starting to come together on defense. I think on offense we're doing the same. And over these next few weeks we're going to come together as a team. I think we already are. And I think we're going to continue to make steps in that direction. And so I'm just proud of the defense and the leadership that they've shown, since that bye week, and the guys that are stepping up and saying, hey, this is how we're going to do it. This is what we're going to do. So.
We'll go 2 more for Josh.
You guys had that tough win in Utah, grinded out, super emotional win today. The reward for that is now you go play a rivalry game on the road. Talk about that leadership. How do you keep this team grounded this week as you prepare for Baylor?
Yeah, that's football. That's life. You have to stay even keel, and there's going to be highs and lows. And we're going to enjoy this one today. And then as soon as I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be focused on Baylor and beating Baylor. So I think we're just going to continue doing what we're doing. Obviously, do a better job, with our turnover ratio and to what we can control. Just focus on what we can control in that regard. But then just still playing free. Not being tied up and trying not to make mistakes. And so I think that's huge for me going forward. Just focused on what I can do to entrust myself and take care of the ball. And I think we're excited about this next week. And I know I am. I always look forward to these. And every Big 12 game I look forward to. But we're excited about this one going down to Waco. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And excited about playing the Bears.
We've seen Savion involved in the running game over the last couple of weeks. What have you seen from him, and what does he bring to the rushing attack?
Yeah, I think he's just a tough football player. I mean, there's no other way to describe him. He's just a football player. I mean, he's a receiver. He's a running back. He's a tight end. He can play quarterback probably if we got in that. I mean, yeah, he can play quarterback. He can play punter, whatever he wants to play. He's a football player, and you can't find enough guys like that. And he's tough as can be. He runs hard, protects the football. Great teammate, great dad, great guy. The kind of guy you want to be around, and I'm so blessed to be able to play with him and be around him every day, and just seeing the way that God's worked in all of our lives and working in His life, and I think we're so close as a receiver and quarterback group, and I love those guys to death, and I'd do anything for them, and Savion's at the top of that list. So,
Thanks, Josh.
thanks, guys.
Hakeem, talk us through that final play. You knocked the ball out, and what did you see on that play? How did you manage to make a play there?
I just trusted my training, point blank, period. Avalos and J-Mac, they put you in positions to make plays, and I just trusted my training.
Josh struggled at times in the game. What was your guys' confidence going into that fourth quarter that you guys will be able to come back in this game?
These have been the brothers. We never lose confidence in one another. We always charge on. So regardless, even if that score is 100-0, I know the boys is fighting to make it 101 to 100. So.
You guys did a good job limiting Taj Brooks today. I think his longest run was 12 yards, average 4 yards per carry. But can you talk about just what y'all's thought process was coming into that game, making sure y'all stopped him?
We knew Taj Brooks is a good back. But every back is just a regular back, and when you make him a regular back, stop the run, point blank, period. I feel like we could have done a better job at stopping the run, but yeah.
We've seen the defense improve in that area, though, since week 1 to now. What has changed for you on the defensive side to be able to limit the run a little bit more?
Just discipline. That's it.
In what ways?
Just being more disciplined, like in your craft throughout the week, and just being more disciplined with your eyes, make sure your eyes are in the right place. You're not being lackadaisical in your work. Just discipline throughout life.
You guys, they ended up scoring a touchdown off the fake field goal, but you guys did a really good job shutting them down when they got the turnover at the 5. What was kind of y'all's message to each other when y'all got put in that position?
We go again. Another opportunity when the defense steps out on that field, we go again and get a stop. That's what we do.
You've seen your role increase over the last several weeks. What have you been doing in practice during these opportunities? What did a moment like at the end of the game today mean to you?
And to answer your question, I just love ball. Ball is just something that's been a part of my life, man. I just love ball. So if my role increased, it increased. If it decreased, it decreases. I just love ball. I love being out there on the practice field with the guys. I love being in meetings with the guys. I love being in the locker room with the guys. I just love ball.
Sonny's been really complimentary of this team from a chemistry perspective all year. The camaraderie, he says, has never been lacking in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
What goes into that, even in an up and down season, for everybody to stick together like that?
The brotherhood, to know your brother got your back regardless of the situation. That's what helps. You feel me? So.
Well, it seemed like you were kind of everywhere today, up on the line, stopping the run early in the game, had a pass breakup kind of off the back of your helmet there later in the game. Just what did you feel was going right for you today out there?
Just, I knew they wanted to run the ball, and coach put me in positions to make the plays to stop the run. So when I seen it open up, I just shot it, tried to put a pad on them.
How much do you feel like you've grown from game one to where you are right now?
A lot. Not making silly mistakes no more. Start reading my keys better, seeing the whole field. My mindset is totally different right now than what it was from game one.
How much did it change for you guys defensively when Will Hammond came in there at quarterback tonight?
It didn't really change. It just was a shocker. So he came in out of nowhere. So once we got the feel of him, we had to readjust. And he more the running type. He was like pulling it. So we had to be more careful, see our keys, and do our assignment.
Do you feel like your role has changed, especially the last couple of weeks, as you guys have put more of an emphasis on stopping the run, or how have you adjusted the way that you're playing safety position?
My role haven't changed. Just me growing up, me doing my assignment, not trying to do everybody else's job, just doing my one to live it.
The defense has improved since the bye week. What's changed?
Our mindset, us sticking together. We know the second half had to be different. So us going into the bye week, we knew we had to make a lot of changes, get our mindset right, and keeping us together. We couldn't break, and we know what type of defense we is. So as we came together in the bye week, we knew what the outcome was going to be for these next 4 games, 6 games that we have.
How much do you lean on the older guys like Bud and Abe?
A lot, because they got way more experience than I do. They showing me the way. They keep my head up high when I make little mistakes. They telling me to keep going, and just showing me, just teaching me little things at practice.
We've heard the phrase "burn the boats" the last couple of weeks from this team. What does that mean to you?
Burn them. It's there. Like we got the opportunity to burn them. So anybody in front of us, we finna burn them. Like it's no letting back.
What does a win like this help in regards to confidence for you guys? You guys were down 34-21 in the fourth quarter and come back and get this win. What does that do for y'all's confidence?
Builds it a lot. Like I was telling them earlier, this sparked something that leads into next week. And we know what type of defense we is. Now we know what type of team we is for real. Like, so as us, just continue to fight and continue to lift each other up. And that's one thing we didn't do. We didn't blame nobody. We just kept playing football and look at the outcome.
When Hakeem got that and forced that fumble and Marcus recovered, what was your emotion like?
Game over.
They still did get the ball back once more, and they had the lateral stuff.
Yeah.
Throwing it all around and everything.
Yeah, we knew that wasn't gonna work. We knew that wasn't gonna work.
Eric just walked us through that game with a touchdown. Go ahead, Bill.
Let's go to the next question.
Yeah, Eric, will you just walk us through the game when you touchdown, or the go to touchdown?
I really told Hoover on the sideline, just trust me, keep trusting me. If you give me just one ball, I'll do something with it. And on the sideline, he just caught me like praying on the sideline, just telling God, just give me one play. And Hoover threw me the ball, then the rest is history.
It seems like in the moments you've had opportunities to catch passes, you've come through more often than not. Just talk about your connection with Josh and how you guys have built trust out there.
Like when it comes to like Josh, I'm always talking to Josh, and even in practice, I'm always telling him like, hey, we're practicing, but hey, let's go, like let's throw a go ball, like we need to, because in the game we're gonna need it. So on the sideline, I'm always talking to Josh, just stay in the game. I know he had 2 picks, don't matter, next play mentality, and I'm always talking to Josh like, don't worry, keep playing your game, and he kept playing his game. We won it.
You guys reignited the offense in the fourth quarter after it got a little slow after the first quarter. What was your guys' mindset going in that fourth quarter to get everything restarted?
Just telling our defense, keep us in the game, y'all keep us in the game, we're going to go score, and they kept us in the game, so we had to hold up our end of the deal, and that's what we did.
I know you played for some coaches that love Texas Tech. How much did this win mean for you? You got some texts you need to send out to them?
I sure do. I got about 5 text messages I need to send. One of my coaches from basketball got him a ticket to the game. He came, so he's kind of supporting both sides, so it was just great to see him out there. But Derek Doris, I still owe him a text message right after this because he was a big Tech guy, played at Tech, so, yep.
what does this game do for the team and the offense's confidence for the rest of the season that you were able to make this comeback?
I mean, of course, we know that we can always go out there and we can put up points, but that's not the problem. The problem is we got to stop turning over the ball because if we don't, that game that we just had wouldn't have been close if we just don't turn over the ball. But for our offense and the confidence, like just knowing that we can go out there and we can score if we just do it. We need to do every play. Like, don't worry about the next play. Don't worry about the play that happened before. Like, this play is what matters. So, like, the confidence just went up, especially we only have 14 points going into the fourth quarter, going into the third quarter. Yeah, like, a lot of confidence in that locker room after that.
How good has it been to see the defense progress since the bye week and get big stops and keep you guys in the game, even when the offense is maybe struggling in there?
I mean, we got a lot of players back. They started playing Devin Dill a lot more. Like, he's a transfer in from Tulane. Cam's back, the safety. So, just getting guys back, keeping guys healthy in practice. We had a lot of DBs go down. We needed a lot of DBs to step up. Vaughn came back, another transfer. We just need guys to come in there every play, one play at a time, and step up. And our defense has been doing that the past 2 weeks.
What was your emotion like when you guys got the turnover late in the game?
They probably got a video of it somewhere, but I was jumping. I was too happy. There's no words for that. I was way too happy celebrating with my teammates on the sideline, but we knew the game wasn't over. Obviously, they got the ball back, but after we got that turnover, we knew we were one step closer to our goal, and that's winning the game.
People always talk about your ability to catch 50-50 balls and just go up in the air and compete. But you got some speed, man. You run away from people. How fast are you, man? Does anyone have a time on you, anything?
I ain't gonna lie, I have no time, no nothing. It's really, I'm just a guy who's gonna go catch the ball, and if I get away, I get away. They take me out of a lot of screenplays or jets just because they say it takes a little time to get my speed going, but Kansas, I took one to the house. And today I took one to the house, so I think I need to start getting a little more jet sweeps.